And I'm curious about this. So you've mentioned you've been around a lot of great coaches in both sides of the border. So obviously you're playing and you're working hard and trying to play as long as you can. But at what point did coaching start to enter your mind that you thought maybe after the playing days that might be something I want to do?
Well, to be honest with you, John, I mean, I didn't think about coaching football. I wasn't during that whole time. The idea of coaching football wasn't something that crossed my mind. To be honest with you, I was going to coach basketball. I was going to figure out a way to get back and coach basketball. So during the being cut by New York in '97, and before I came to Hamilton in '98, and even in '96, back in the off season there, I was substitute teaching and I was coaching basketball at the high school that I went to. So my idea all the way through was I was going to coach basketball, and my dream, growing up was becoming a D1 basketball coach, D1 boys men's basketball coach. And I didn't really think about it. So here's how that story goes. So my wife and I are here in Windsor or Falmouth, where my wife is from, and we're going to get married in April. We're kind of prepping and getting everything all organized, and something comes up on her. She's just looking at jobs, just kind of paying attention to what's going on workopolis.com, if that makes any sense. There's a job for an assistant football coach on workopolis.com that Acadia had put out. She asked me if I was interested in coaching and doing that, and I said no. And she said, well, it doesn't hurt. When's the last time you went for a job interview? I said, I can't remember. She said, well, what's it going to hurt if you get in touch with this Sonny Wolf person and, go at least have an interview. At least it'll give you an experience and give you something to do. I said, okay. So as you guys know, Falmouth is probably 15 minutes away from here, Windsor, Falmouth area, about 15 minutes away from here. And I drove up, I met with Coach. We went into a little classroom that I've been in 8 million times now. But at the time, we went into a little classroom and we had about a 45-minute conversation. I said, thank you. It was nice to meet you. Real pleasure. I'd known a couple guys. Paul Mazzotti I played with. Nick Richards I played with. There were a couple of Acadia guys. Bruce Beaton I played against. So I knew a couple of Acadia guys that I'd played against. So I knew a little bit about the university, and obviously being this close, I'd been to Wolfville a couple different times. But I definitely didn't know Coach Wolf or any of these. Didn't really know much about the football program. Later on that night, probably 4 or 5 hours later, he called me and said, listen, we'd like to offer you the defensive line position. Or, sorry, defensive coordinator position and coaching the defensive line and so forth. I was dumbfounded and didn't know what to say because I thought, God forbid, I don't want to stay in Canada. I don't want to stay in Wolfville. This is not where I want to be. I knew nothing about it. Fast forward 20 years later.
Here you are. That's right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's great. That's great beginnings there, Coach. And